Like, where is she going? Free trip? Why does she look so sad? Does she need help? Do you think it'd be scary to live in a building that was also a giant fox's bed? I guess it would depend on what side of the building you slept on. Like, are you getting a close-up of its eye or its fur? Or maybe you're on the other side and you have no idea what it's up to. Okay, neighborhood, completely out of control. Can't tell if the buildings are really small or it's a giant trash pan. Either way, I'm moving. This is a photograph representation of when you write someone a paragraph that just comes from your heart and they respond with K. K. There's nothing else on earth as gut-wrenching. Oh, unless it's a K with a period. They took time for that period. You're dealing with a monster. You know how like all day long you might eat healthy and stick to a plan, but then suddenly at 2 a.m., no more control. You eat the whole fridge in one day and you're like, why did I have salad all day? I like my coffee like I like my men. Wait, do I like my men and coffee? Sometimes this is how I wish we could put makeup on. Just go to Sephora, you buy a new face and you put it on. That came out sounding way too horror movie-ish. You guys know what I mean, right? Just trying to save time. Nothing else. Why do I feel like somewhere, somehow a millennial has this tattooed on their lower back? Let's have a moment of silence for all the back tattoos millennials have removed. Where does this woman live that a giant spider doesn't faze her? If it wasn't for the winter jacket, I'd say Australia. If you're a French fry, I think this is what seagulls look like to you. What do you think's scarier? A shark-sized seagull or a seagull-sized shark that can fly? The best part of my day is waking up and cracking open the sun like an egg. By the way, that's how daylight happens. You're welcome. I mean, I know it's just watermelon, but I'm kind of disturbed. Imagine somebody walking by during the shoot being like, what is going on over here? Oh dear. What if they flew away and you'd have no clothes? That would be awkward. You know, taping a shoe to the ceiling, you're like, how is this gonna be cool? Just you wait. I have a soft spot for people who basically shoot ads in their spare time. Like, that's someone's real job and you're just doing it to kill time on a Saturday night. People never do that with like accountants. No one's like, yeah, I got bored, Netflix was down, so I just fooled around and started doing people's taxes. I mean, if you do hit me up, I'm just kidding. I actually have no idea what an accountant does. It's actually, I feel like, the world's biggest mystery. Whoa. Do you think that's actually a real giant tea bag or is it photoshopped? Also, like, people are kind of like tea bags. You never know how strong they are until it gets hot. We all spent a lot of time in bed during lockdown, but some of us were more productive than others. How do you just put the sun in his hand? If he took a photo of my hand, he'd probably have to like Photoshop a lot of cut Cheeto crumbs off my fingers. Or maybe like the sun could be Cheeto. Whoa, that's a butterfly. I totally missed that. I hope it was cool, guys. Let me know. Also, how do you make butterflies terrifying? You make them massive. I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. But then I noticed it's kind of dark. I think she's vomiting likes. Deep. Imagine going to the doctor with a headache and they're like, oh, I see your problem. It's a tiny surfer dude busting out your head. I love how chill he is about it. I'd be freaking out. I'd be like, he's gonna show us how he made some really cool effects using just his phone apparently. Okay, that's creepy. That's even creepier. But somehow the galaxy makes it okay. It went from creepy to like, cool, I'm down to melt into a TV. Don't you just hate it when this happens? But also love it because you have a giant pizza on your floor. I just hope your feet are clean because then you don't have 2 seconds to eat it. Oh, I love a wholesome family portrait. This is what happens when, you know, mom's out of town and dad's in charge of figuring out the Christmas card. He's look, great idea. Our heads will be balloons and we won't have heads. Do you think mom was pissed? For sure she was. This is what happens when you don't drink enough water or when you drink too much water. Or maybe what happens when a person with Photoshop is bored. You know, they just don't feel like doing any accounting that day. Man, those core workouts are really showing great results. We're laughing, but I bet there's a lot of people who pay good money for waste like that. Do you think the mom was a fruit and the dad was a duck? Or maybe this is what happens when your pond is too close to a nuclear power plant. I always wonder how people who take photos with mirrors don't end up in the mirrors. What is this sorcery? Guys, imagine thinking it's a mountain and it's just bedding. Don't you just hate it when you're trying to text so fast and this happens? This is what I imagine your fingers look like when you erase the type first in the comments. I see you and I appreciate you. You're all first in my heart. This is the ratio of how much I want a dog versus how much I want a kid. Tell me in the comments if you agree. Service kind of slow here or is it just me? Few people know this, but all our plants are actually held by tiny girls. It's true. I took half an online astrology class once. And then when they let go, that's how the dinosaurs died. Honestly, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Sometimes I think I'm a conspiracy channel. Anytime you're stressed by anything in the world, just imagine a giant turtle just swimming over you. Did I just invent a new religion? Everyone thinks we'll have flying cars in the future, but I think it's gonna be this, and I hate it. He loves you just as much as he loves grapefruit. It's true. So cool! Bookshelf is modeled after her, or maybe she's modeled after the bookshelf. Imagine it wasn't painted on, you had to find books to make the drawings. Okay, this is clever. cat is the keyboard and she's typing on her cat. So it'd be really hard to do because cats don't really like to be touched unless they decide they want to be touched. I don't think I ever want to sit on an armchair ever again. Good thing I'm sitting on the floor. This would be so awesome. Imagine you could just draw on your hair. Why can't we draw on our hair? Why hasn't this been invented yet? The time is now. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I love you all so much. Stay awesome, stay sweet, and don't forget to know each other. Bye bye.